Okay, how's everybody out in Quad Racer World doing? So today's a big day. Yep. If you guys remember, about 5 days ago we shot a video of our newest project bike. We're called Lil Beater. Well, guess what? Done. Yep, that's right. It's kind of like Beaterzilla. 5-day wonder bike. Finished. So already tested, good to go. So let's give you the highlights on it. First of all, my trusty assistant, David. Did you have fun?
Had a lot of fun. Learned a lot of things.
So here's what we did. This right here is a 89 250 quad racer. This thing's sitting on the side. Essentially was a real low hours bike, but you know, really had some awful stuff done to it and had no motor. Basically, we sold the motor out of it for Mean Gene the Space Machine. That went in his bike. Still running hard as of today. And this bike's just been sitting rotten for about a year. So we decided after the Stoddard Wells ride, it's time to get something more desert worthy than the T4. T4 is just too rare and too trick and to be out in the desert getting beat up. So we decided this is the one we're going to do. So here it is. Here's some of the quickies. First of all, front wheels. Took some stock LT250R wheels and TIG welded valve stem holes up. Let me see if I can get the camera on one of them. I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, wait a minute. There we go. TIG welded valve stem hole up. Drilled the other side for a valve stem and put them on. Why? 250 quad racer, real narrow front track, not so stable in the stuff. Second of all, rebuilt the front end. This thing had tweaker black, flat black A-arms on it. It was pretty beat up. So David went through and cleaned up, painted, rebuilt, greased, all of it. Also did the Q mods to the front end with the camber shims. Yep, they even copy those now. You can buy aluminum ones on Fleabay for your bike. Now think about it. Do you really want aluminum shit holding your ball joint on your A-arm? Maybe there's a reason why they don't use that shit from the factory, but nevertheless, that's your own choice. The ones I make, they're made out of chromoly, full size. I'm not going to tell you exactly what size these are because they vary on the bike depending on how we want to set the camber. Also, flipped the steering arms, did the mod, and changed the front steering geometry. So long story short is this bike has no bump steer and about a ½ degree negative camber, and it handles like a dream. On the front, we really lucked out. Our buddy Chris Sandoval had a 250 and he blew it to Kingdom Come and decided he was going to get rid of it for parts. This bike had good shocks on it. They were stock though. I made a deal with him for some work. And guess what? We got Olin shocks on the front of this bike with Rezzies. Sweet. And then while the camera's here, check out the decals. That's right. So I had some leftover plastic from a 91 that I had. And we used it. And made some graphics. There she is, Lil Beater. On the front, yep, same stuff. Dr. QRX horsepower. So the motor, let's talk about the motor. Well, this is half of Clean Gene Space Machine's motor that was blown to Kingdom Come and half of another one. We had to do surgery on the cases, and long story short, this motor is a ton of used parts, cleaned up, straightened up with some Q-loving. Got a rechambered O-ring head, ported the cylinder a little bit, not much. Redid the stock carburetor on it, did the magic. We got 36.5 millimeter out of it. Just repainted it, cleaned it, RX clutch springs in it. Just, you know, not a radical motor. It's first over. You actually put a used piston in it, hone the cylinder, and new rings. That's all. Foot peg, stock location. David's fits just about the size of the Japanese rider, so this is set up for him. To the back end. Alright. So what we have here is we took LTR 450 hubs. I made some chromoly spacers for them so they fit on the axle right. And we have Otsu 2011-9 radials, which are originally off a Honda 400EX. These are, you know, the Honda guys, they love these things. And honestly, they work really well. So we put a DG skid plate on this thing. And it's got a brake block-off plate coming. It's not on there yet, but we have it. Change the gearing on this thing, because this ain't going to really, its primary purpose is all-around bike desert gearing. So we put a 40-tooth rear sprocket on it. On the front, we got a 13. And then, you know, up top, we got the original 89 seat. Yeah, it's a little beat up, messed up. This is the best part right here. How about all these zip ties? And, you know, in the future, we're going to do a little better job. We just happen to run out of nice yellow zip ties. But you can see the glue on the seat and all that stuff in true Beater fashion. Yeah, of course, we got the little arrow holes on the plastic. Believe it or not, it makes a difference. Not much, but a little. Up top, we got a set of alloy bars on it. Tag grips. Stock controls. Got rid of the extra stuff. E-brake, blah, blah, blah. Steering stem was bent up. Straighten that up. Radiator was bent, straighten that up. But not to say the least, and I know you guys have caught a glimpse about it, we decided that we had to kind of finish this project off correctly. Now yesterday, when we got it done, we tested it and got the jetting in the ballpark with an FMF pipe on it. And it ran well, ran really well, nice broad power, it was good. But, you know, we really thought, we really need to pick up the game a little bit. And so what I did is I robbed our other 250 of its Dr. Q pipe. Yep, you're looking at it, the real deal here. And so it's got a Dr. Q pipe on it. And this thing is, this is a sick little monster with really pulls the gears nicely. Don't know how fast it is, but it's, for a stock motor first over with a little warm-up, man, this thing runs well. So we'll find out in pretty shortly. We're going out to Johnson Valley for a big trip, and we'll see how it goes. And oh, by the way, yep, there's a big brother right there. You know, a few additions to Beaterzilla. Yeah, we finally decided to give it Beaterzilla its own graphics, so there it is, Beaterzilla graphics. And as you can see, it's all back together. We've already tested it with, you know, did a little work on the cylinder, reed spacer, you know, recut the head, just made sure everything was clean, put it back together. And I hate to tell you this, but as hard as this bike ran before, it's faster, David.
Yeah.
It's faster than it was before and quicker. You know, we gave it a little loving. The cylinder was basically almost stock porting, and it was starting to get tired, but she's back together. So wanted to shoot a video, let you know what's up. Yep, these are our two desert beater bikes. And, you know, they'll run okay. I'm sure they'll hold their own with most. And, that's basically it. So you guys, yeah, David's just dying to ride. Believe me. He's jonesing.
Yep.
But hope you enjoy Lil Beater. I think she turned out sweet. I'm really, really happy with this bike. I rode it and it is a ripping 250. This thing will hold its own. Promise you. In Beaterzilla fashion. But hope you enjoy the 5-day wonder bike. As always, hope you have fun. Talk to you later. Bye.